Our first speaker, Mark Nitchman, The Greatest Generation. The Greatest Generation, Mark Nitchman.
Mr. Toastmaster, I'm contest chair. General Douglas MacArthur, your grandparents, Queen Elizabeth II, Dr. Jonas Salk, Linus Pauling, your own mother, your father. What do these names have in common? Collectively, they shaped and influenced the entire world. The greatest generation. That is what Tom Brokaw calls the generation of our parents and of our grandparents. Surviving the 1929 stock market crash, the Oklahoma Dust Bowl, and the Great Depression, these people went on to win the war against Nazi oppression and Japanese imperialism. They brought about a whole new economy into the American workforce, and then they planted us at the doorstep to space exploration. This was the generation that can harken back to the advent of flight. Now these forebears, we can find them out on the golf course, marching in a VFW parade, dancing at the American Legion Hall. Yes, and we can find them in the nursing homes. They are quietly but proudly still with us. Today's senior citizens might be confused and confounded by the computerized, digitized society that we live in. And yet it was their technology back in the late 40s, their Air Force, that gave us something called the ARPANET, which we now highly vaunt as our internet. This culminated when Queen Elizabeth II ceremoniously sent the first email in 1975 from Buckingham Palace. Our elders complain about the frequent trips to the clinics and doctors. Their science, their technology cured polio and discovered DNA in the mid-50s. Our grandparents laugh at the silly comedy on television. They don't understand it. It was their generation that gave us John Wayne, Anthony Quinn, George and Ira Gershwin, Rita Hayworth, Shirley Temple, Joan Crawford, Rodgers and Hammerstein, just to name a few. The greatest generation. Let us examine a few of the lives that were small but notable hallmarks in this generation's saga. Bill Shadell, age 95 at Eagle Ridge Nursing Home, battles prostate cancer. Yet he fondly remembers how he and Edward R. Murrow, with a camera crew, entered Buchenwald concentration camp, for the first time broadcasting visions of Nazi atrocities into millions of American homes via television. Anna Dorn, she wages her own war against Alzheimer's disease at Royal Vista Care Center. She has not forgotten yet her two greatest accomplishments. One son in the Navy, one son in the priesthood. Winifred Thorpe at the Kittitas County Rehabilitation Center. She gave up her hobby of reading. Her eyesight was failing so badly. Hooked up now to an oxygen tank at age 82, she proudly displays a photograph of her 9 children, including 2 daughters. One who raises champion quarter horses, another who is a Catholic nun. Anna Marnier. In 1943, she was living in Paris under German occupation. The Nazis imposed a curfew. She could rarely leave her small apartment. Dating boys was out of the question. Upon arriving to the United States, she devoted her life to serving the poor and the disabled. No longer able to do so at age 85, Anna opened her home to 5 homeless dogs. Her 4 golden retrievers and her 1 spotted dingo keep her spirits high. She is forever laughing. My own father, Robert Nitchman, survived his first heart attack in 1959. Changed jobs to work at aerospace industries. There, he designed steel and titanium instruments placed on board Apollo 11. In 1942, a Japanese boy was sent to a California internment camp. The guards took away his baseball mitt. Upon his release, he entered the United States Army, became a California mayor, then a United States congressman. Today, Secretary Norman Mineta serves on the cabinet of President George Bush as Secretary of Transportation. The greatest generation, indeed. These people were the movers and the shakers. Too proud to take a handout, too industrious to complain, too busy to create excuses. They were the activists, not just the sign carriers. How can we ever thank them for this priceless gift they've given us, this priceless legacy, their values, their sense of duty, their sense of ethics, a strong work ethic, their patriotism. We must thank them for this. We must do it by keeping the torch alive, the flame that they have handed on down to us. Their work ethic, their sense of duty, their honor, their integrity, their ethics, their values, their patriotism. This flame must never diminish. It must constantly burn. They would not allow it. We must keep this fire alive. If ever that chance were to come about, were it were to be extinguished, the greatest generation would rise up as one and say, "Damn the torpedoes! Full speed ahead!" Mr. Toastmaster.